The Eastern Conference Semifinals, Game 1.
Please text the word
The Heat.
The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference. Take a look at the Wizards. Well, they come into this series as the lower seed, Greg, but there are plenty of folks who give them a good chance to move on.
And if they're going to do that, they've got to grab one of these first two games. That would quickly turn this series on its ear and probably give them the upper hand. But lose here tonight, and they're going to feel some major pressure.
I'm sure as a player, as a lower-seeded team, you felt you had to get something early going in terms of a win.
No doubt. Listen, you want to get one of those first two. You don't have to win the first one, but I tell you what, from a confidence standpoint, it goes a long way.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. Mitchell is out there with Jaden Ivey. And it's Nance, and it's Smith, and it's Haywood in at the 5 down low. Now Mitchell. Smith the pass to Nance. Wizards passing it around. Smith sets the pick for Mitchell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Z. Ivey defending.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving. No doubt whatsoever.
The 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Z. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Wizards have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Nance against Walker. Smith kicks to Ivey. Misses the 3. Heat have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Z can't get it to go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just...
What about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness.
That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Z's got 8.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Smith outside. The tray. Good on the triple. And this game is tied up now.
And we normally see Ivey shoot threes from up top, but no question he can be effective from the corner.
Pass to Z. From 10 feet out, the rebound by Ivey.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
It's good. That's 10 points for Z.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Here's Mitchell. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Oh, and the playmaking of Ivey on full display.
Here's Doncic. And there it is for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Wizards have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. So timeout called here, the first for the Wizards. And the Heat. second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Here's Z. The shot from the low post is good. He's got 12.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
They've got Pokusevski. Lonzo Ball out there with Z. Then it's Walker. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Rebound by the Heat. Ball's got 4 rebounds in this game. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Miami.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
And the Heat making a change here. Akaz is checked in. Haywood's checked in for the Wizards. And again, Washington no good. The Heat leading by 4. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Detroit had a huge game. He tallied 50 points and was reliable as ever from distance. Numbers like that are sure to get attention around the league. And everyone's excited to see what he does tonight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Z scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Ivy kicks to Mitchell. Wide open look. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
It's like Ivy has that sixth sense of where his teammates are on the floor.
Here's Z. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Z's got the lead up to 6 now for the Heat.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Mitchell in the corner. He takes it in. Pokusevski grabs the miss. The Heat leading by 6. Pass to Z. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Wizards. Mitchell wide open. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 18 points.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for the Heat. Smith checked in for Washington. Cooper comes in for Mitchell. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for Miami. Z can't get it to go. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Ivy. Here's the screen. Here's Cooper. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Washington's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Now, here is Haywood. Nothing on the board. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. Cooper's got the game tied up here for the Wizards.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
Here's Z. Hands it from downtown. Z's got 22 points.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Pass to Smith. Seconds left to play in the first half. Just 4 to shoot. Cooper. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And the Heat, another 3.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
And so it's Miami. with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
Taking a look at how the series... And that's all for us.
And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. What a game we're seeing from Z.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So on the floor for Washington, Jabari Smith is out there with Nance, and it's Mitchell. Then there's Haywood, and it's Ivy in at the shooting guard. Doncic passes to Z. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. 24 points for Z.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Smith outside. Back to Mitchell. Lays it up off the glass. Mitchell's got 20 points. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Doncic passes to Hawkes. Out to the right wing. Here's Z. Sinks the three-pointer. Z's got the lead up to 9 now for the Heat.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again. Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the inside. And slammed up by Haywood.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
Here's Z. Ivy defending. Z. Good.
Boy, that's 3 for 4 this half. You like that they're starting with a little bit of extra energy. Nice.
Mitchell passes to Ivy. Nance outside, and they call an illegal screen here. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top three-point shooters in the playoffs. Well, you look at Doncic. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Z.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
It's good from long range. And now it's a 12-point Heat lead.
Yeah, the court awareness that Luka plays with, knows exactly when and where to deliver the pass.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Pass to Mitchell from downtown. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Hawkes with the drive. Z. Good.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
And again, Washington, no good.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And here's Doncic from the arc. And again, Miami with the triple.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Heat leading by 20. Trey Murphy is out there with Pokusevski. Then there's Z. Then it's Ball. And it's Jaquez in at the 3 slot. It's the group on the floor for Miami.
Well, those are starting to add up, guys. Up their last 5 baskets, 3 have been tripled.
They set the pick. Here's Carrington. And they come right back with their own 3-pointers.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
Pass to Pokusevski. Here's Z. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Z's got 39.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And here's Ivy. Off target from 3-point range.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That is his first foul of the game. And Miami making a change here. Fudge has checked in. Here's Holton. Pass to Walsh. A 3-ball. And another miss by Washington.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Jaquez outside. And another basket for Miami.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct. Just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Mitchell with it. Pass to Nance. Haywood dishes to Nance. And here's Ivy. Pokusevski grabs the miss. Pokusevski's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Z. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Here's Mitchell. And nothing is falling for him right now. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Heat. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Christie the pass to Z. Ball outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Ball. Rebound by the Wizards.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
For the 3. And again, Miami with the triple. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Heat.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Here's Z. Pass to Christie. Nance against Ball. Here's Z. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. And some changes here for the Heat. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Mitchell. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Miami's gotten off to a great start from 3-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for Miami.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted, They should come out for game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Z.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
That free throw good from Z. Washington has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Smith against Christie. Nance outside. Ivy, no one around him. A shot's good on the assist by Nance.
You know Ivy loves to find that shot. The defense has to be more careful with him at the arc. Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now Haywood. Smith outside. Lets it go from 11. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Bringing back the mid-range. Jabari Smith Jr.
Ball passes to King. Here's Z. Washington with the rebound. Stolen away. And there's the drive. And yes, it's good.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And so Miami takes this one